Can you introduce about yourself?
Good morning, sir. This is Rohit Deshmukh. Basically, I am living from Mumbai and currently working in a persistent system. I am having total two years plus experience as a software test engineer. I am working in insurance domain. I have good knowledge of the software developing life cycle and software testing life cycle, and I have involving in agile method. So my role is responsibility, designing of the test process, using of the Selenium WebDriver with Java. This is of the automation of the tool, and scheduling of the automatic code using of the Jenkins and updated code sent in the remote repository to using the GitHub and do the smoke testing, sanit testing, regression testing, cross-browser testing, preparing of the test summary report and test closure report and log the defect, find the defect, and this is the defect is the report of the management of the tool using of the Jira. In this of the part, I have basic knowledge of the SQL and API. That's about me.
Okay. So how will you rate yourself in Java out of 5?
Out of 5, it is 4.
4. Okay. So let's start with some basic questions on Java. Okay. Can you explain me what is meant by public static void main?
It is public, it is access specifier,
Mm-hmm.
and public static it is a keyword, void it is a return type, public static void, and main it is a main methods.
Okay. So it's a method name.
Yes,
Public static void main. Public is a access specifier. Static is a keyword. Void is a data type or return type, as you said, and the main is method name.
Method.
Why do we use a static keyword?
Because it's a static keyword using it is not needed to create it in an object.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's using of the static keyword.
Any other uses or benefits of static keyword?
Because I know it is not created in object.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we call it at time?
So look, if anyone asks you why do we use static keyword or what are the benefits of static keyword, you should say, first point you said that we don't need to create object if we are using static for either variable or method. Other is static keyword is used to specify scope of that particular method or variable. Okay. So whenever we use a static keyword, that particular variable or that particular method is limited to that particular class only. Scope of that variable or method is for that class. And another thing is static keyword is also used for memory utilization. So whenever for any particular method or variable we are using static keyword, that variable or method will have memory in static pool area of JVM memory. Okay, so these 2 points also you can mention while answering for static keyword.
Okay, sir.
What are different access specifiers?
It is different. It is a public, protected, private, and default. Public it is access of the specifier. It is on the in object. Private in the scope of the access specifier only in this of the class, and default it is access in the class and or this is package express as in the private, public, and protected and access in the class and package access of the basis.
Okay, so scope is for the if we are using public, then it's for the project. Okay, private is for class. Default is for class and package. And protected is also for class and package. Okay. Now tell me, what is a method overloading and overriding?
Method overloading, it is same method name but different argument.
Different arguments, correct.
It is also called as a method loading, and method overriding it is a same method name and class name but it's a different class. It is performing an inheritance operation. It is also called as a method overriding.
Okay. So for method overloading, we can use static and non-static elements.
Method overloading, no, only use of the non-static methods.
Only.
Non-static method using.
And what about method overriding?
Method overriding we only using of the non-static keyword.
So you are saying in both method overloading and method overriding, we are using non-static elements.
Yes.
So Rohit, in method overloading is applicable for static and non-static both.
But it is using of the static keyword.
So method overloading is limited in a class, right? So as it is applicable for a class, static keyword scope is also for that particular class only. So method overloading can be used for static as well as non-static elements. While in method overriding, we are using two different classes, like interface is needed. So method overriding is only applicable for non-static elements and not for static elements. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, as you talked about constructor, what is constructor?
Okay, constructor, it is a special member of the class. In the basically load, it is a non-object in this of the class. Constructor, it is a there is a two type, default constructor and user defined constructor. User defined constructor, it is provided of the it is not provided is a program, but provided it is a compile. And user defined constructor, it is a two types, primitive constructor and non-primitive constructor. And primitive constructor, it is only one constructor, it is only one available as a primitive constructor. Non-primitive constructor, it is a different argument, it is a multiple available.
Yeah, so we have zero argument constructor also, and we are having multiple argument constructor as well.
Other than that.
Okay. What is OOPS concept?
Yes. It is the OOPS concept. It is encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, and
one more is there.
Well, wait.
Interface.
Interface.
Okay. What is interface?
Interface, it is abstract nature. It is not needed of the abstract keyword, and interface, it is the one class, it is incomplete of the method, and another class, it is completed of the method give the implementation of the keyword.
Okay. And what do we call that class? What is the name of that class? We called it as a concrete class, right?
Yes, it is a concrete class.
Okay. What is the difference between abstract class and interface?
Class, it is present in the complete or incomplete of the method. Complete methods means it is present in the method definition and method declaration, and incomplete of the method only present in the method declaration. Then abstract class, it is using of the abstract keyword of that class, and abstract class are not created object using of the concrete class. So concrete class provided of the method definition of the or incompleted of the declaration of the abstract class. And the interface, it is abstract nature, not needed to the abstract keyword. So, and it is one method to the another method, it is using of the keyword is implementation keyword, and it is available required
Implements keyword.
Yes.
What is this keyword, this and super keyword?
Okay, this keyword, it is access in the same class, and it is used of the non-static methods. And super keyword of the access in a different class. This is the applicable in only non-static methods.
So basically this keyword is used for a particular class only. Scope of this keyword is for that particular class, and if we want to inherit any properties of a super class into child class, then in that case super keyword will be used.
Correct.
Okay. Do you have any idea about what are different types of memories in JVM?
No idea, sir.
Okay, so there are basically stack memory, static pool area, then heap memory. Those are some types of memories, right?
Yes, yes.
So public static void main, where it will go? Which memory it will use? Main method.
Yes, it is the main method using.
So which memory it will use?
It is
It will use stack memory in JVM. Okay. So whenever we are using static keyword for any particular method or any particular variable, then they will use static pool area of JVM. And whenever we are using any non-static elements or method, those will use heap area of the memory.
okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good. Now tell me, what is the difference between final, finally, and finalize keywords?
Final, it is a keyword. Final, it is a block of the exception handle time, and final, it is a garbage collection of the method also using.
Okay. Finally or finalize?
Yes, finally, finalize, it is a garbage collection of the method, and finally, it is also block. It is in exception handle time using of the block.
Correct. So final keyword we use whenever we have to provide a constant value for that particular variable. Finally, we use in try catch block. So even if there is any problem, finally block will execute. Right?
Okay.
For example, if our website URL is incorrect, but we want to launch the browser, then that code for launching the browser should be in finally block, like that. And finalize is a method or is a block which is used for garbage collection. What is meant by garbage collection, by the way?
No idea, sir.
So see, to handle non-static elements, we create objects, right?
Okay.
Now, whenever you are creating multiple classes, you are creating multiple objects. So some of the objects are not getting used. So those are like unnecessary. They are taking the memory, right? So to remove those objects which are not getting used, we use finalize method.
Okay.
Okay. So those are like garbage only because they are not in any use. So that's why it's called as a garbage collection.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now let's have some questions on manual. So what are sprint ceremonies, Rohit?
Sprint ceremony. Sprint ceremony, it is like meeting, sprint grooming meeting. Also, Scrum call, it is also called as the daily stand-ups call. Sprint planning meeting, sprint review meeting, and retrospective meeting also available in the screen in this of the
Sprint ceremonies.
sprint ceremony.
So what is the retrospective meeting?
In a retrospective meeting, what went in a well in a sprint, what went in a wrong in a sprint, where you can improve of that sprint. This type of the topic so discuss in a sprint retrospective meeting.
Okay, can you explain little about defect life cycle?
Okay, in of the defect life cycle, first is the assign is the defect, and that time is the give the status is the new. Assign of the development team and is the usually open the and about the defect is the fix sent in a QA environment in a pending of the retester. Is the check of the testing, it is positively and negatively. If any issue it is the facing once, so that time is the tester is the reopen status. Tester is the check of the and testing and the verify and check of the if there is a no issue as the bug and if the fix is the properly is the developer or not, defect is closed.
So you can directly tell all this various stages through which a defect goes, like new, assigned, open,
Yes.
then pending, retest, reopen, verified, close, like that. Or the way you have explained, it was also good. Now tell me, what is traceability matrix?
Yes, traceability matrix, it is a mapping between of the user storage to completed how many use cases are completed or not completed is using in a traceability matrix.
Okay, so do you prepare traceability matrix?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, traceability matrix is for the mapping between user stories and how many test cases you have written. Have you covered positive testing? Have you covered negative testing? Right?
Yes, sir.
Now let's have some questions on API. What are the different requests in API?
Different request, like it is a get, put, post, patch, and delete. HR is a different method in available in API.
Okay. And what is the difference between put and patch?
Okay. Put and patch, basically put it is so updated of the post request that I'm using of the put, and patch it is the partially request, it is the updated that I'm using of the patch.
Okay, so put is basically to update that particular record, and patch is whenever we have to update it partial. That time we will use patch request.
Yeah.
What does 401 status code stands for?
401, it is using of the unauthorizations, basically that unauthorization status code using.
Okay, so whenever we are using invalid token, that time we will get 401, right?
Yes.
What about 404?
404, it is a bad request. It is error invalid of the error sent get request say that time using of the bad request.
So
For mistake.
for bad request, we are having 400, right? 400.
Yes.
What is 404 stands for?
404, it is a page not found. Write the data not page in a page, so that time using 404 page not found.
Okay. So basically 404 is for not found. For any particular record we are searching in the database through API. If that record is not present in the database, then we will get 404. Okay. What is 201?
201, ethically of the send of the request. Okay code. Send is the request and get update. That time
no, for OK, we are having 200 status code, right?
yes.
What is 200? 201 stands for?
40? 201.
201.
Yes. 201. Post request created. New post request generated created. That time 401 request.
Not 401, 201.
Sorry, 201.
Yeah. So whenever we are processing any post request and a record is getting created, that time we will get 201 status code.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is the difference between OAuth 1.0 and 2.0?
Okay. OAuth 1.0 is basically of the client set the data access to the third party tool. For example, if any application you want to create it of the it need to the creator of the account, basically that time using of the created option it is available, and one of the option available is Google. So it is a third party tool using of the Google to the access of the data. So this is of the OAuth 1.0, and 2 it is a future request sent that time created using of the OAuth 2.0. Retrieval of access in future request.
So in 1.0, we do authorization using third-party APIs.
Yes.
In 2.0, we use our credentials to create another token, which will be used for other request or future API request. Okay. Okay. Now I'll ask some questions on database. So how can we add a column in a table?
New column?
Yeah.
Okay. You want it's created of the new table?
No. We have to add a new column to the existing table.
That time using of the alter, it's a table name. Use the table name and add the column name. That's and give the data type.
Okay. So alter table name.
Table name.
Then
and
add
column. Add column and column name and data type.
And data type. Correct. So what is the use of group by clause?
It is using of the group by class. It is using in a group of the data feeds. That time it is a group clause using of the arithmetic, like it is some aggregate function. It is also available, so you can using of the group by clause.
Okay, so group by clause basically we use to group the data.
Yes.
Okay, for example, if we are having when we were in college, we are having different branches, right? So
Yes.
if you need data branch wise, that time we should use group by clause. Like
Okay.
that. So whenever we have to group the data, we use group by clause. Okay.
Okay.
And group by clause is used with aggregate functions also.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. What is the difference between primary and foreign key?
Okay. Primary key, it is available of the one table only one. Give the this is the primary key. It is a no duplicate value of the add and no null value of the added in a primary key. And foreign key, it is also multiple of the table also allow in a foreign key. It is a duplicate also allow, and value give the allow, and null value also allow in a using of the primary and foreign key. It is the DBMS. Both are
Okay. So in a single table, how many foreign keys will be there?
single table is a multiple of the foreign key also.
What about primary key?
Primary key only one in the one table give.
Okay.
Because it is also it is a parent parent and foreign it is also child.
So can you give me any real-time example? What could be if we are having any sign-up page? What should be the primary key?
Sign up page.
For sign-up page, any attribute which can be considered as primary key?
Sign up page. It is for example, give the an Aadhaar number. It is a
Yeah. Aadhaar number is unique, right? Or you can also say that the email IDs, our email IDs are unique.
yes, yes.
Okay, so email IDs could be primary key, then Aadhaar number could be primary key. Our mobile numbers are unique, so our mobile numbers can also be primary key.
Primary key.
Can we say, let us say we are having first name and last name, right?
Yes, yes.
Can we consider them as a primary key?
No, no, sir. Not is the primary key because it is a duplicate. Also, it is available in a different record. So
So
it is
many people are having similar names, right?
similar name. So
Yeah.
not
So that's why we cannot consider them as a primary key.
primary key.
Okay. Okay, Rohit, I'm good from my side.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
No. Okay, one suggestion is whatever you are giving answers, no, your answers are correct, but the way you explain it is little jumbling or confusing,
Okay.
right? You need to work on your English a little, or for every question you have to format your answer. Don't explain too much. Just say what are the specific answers for that particular question. Okay. When you repeat your answer, you will confuse the interviewer also, and you will also get confused.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And your answers were correct, so no issues with that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.